What the fa la 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 is going on YouTube today? I got a banger video because no one else is available to record today, and we kind of need to upload video number 1 of Gel Mist. We got normal Gel Blaster Orbeez versus just regular Orbeez you can buy off Amazon. There is a big difference between the two, and I will be going over that in the segment where I actually talk about the differences between the two. This video will include the differences between high quality and low quality Orbeez. It will include an FPS tester because trust me, it will be different. Like, the FPSs will be different because these are two completely different things. And just some other stuff about these two Orbeez. For 2,500, we're giving away a free Faction Havoc. Memberships are only $3.99, and you get a ton of perks with that. I'll put it up on the screen right now. Also, the join button will be down below right next to the subscribe button. But anyways, let's get into the differences between these two Orbeez. All right, guys, I'm gonna be showing you the differences of the two Orbeez. So here is your standard Splatterball Orbeez. You can see it, it's really tiny. Your standard 7.5 millimeter Orbeez. And then here is your cheap Orbeez. As you can see, these things are a lot squishier, lower quality. These things are hard, and I can't really squeeze it because they're really tough. The blue Orbeez is about double the size. It's about double the size of the Splatterball Orbeez, which is something you don't want because this is what feeds through all of our guns. If this is bigger, it's not gonna feed. These things are also like really terrible quality. I mean, just look at this. It broke in half. Like, it literally shattered in half. And as you can see, it almost looks like a gelatin shell. It's because these things are actually hollow. Orbeez that aren't made by like names Gel Blaster corporations like Splatterball, Hydro Strike, I think Gelby makes good ones too. And even like the Gel Blaster company, they all make decent quality Orbeez. But those Orbeez, I'm gonna be honest, they're not even like supposed to be shot out of Gel Blasters. They're literally just Orbeez. My dumbass bought them like 4 years ago for this like other gun. And here you see I broke the Splatterball Orbeez. Can't really see. I broke the Splatterball Orbeez, but it's solid. You see how it's like in chunks and it's not like a shell? You can't really see it that well. But it's in chunks, not a shell. And that's what you want because when you impact something, it actually keeps the integrity of the gel ball, so it's gonna hurt more. It's gonna have better FPS. But yeah, major price differences. A bottle of 20,000 of these, it's like fluctuates in price. You'll sometimes get it for like $1.50, and then other times it'll be $10. And obviously these didn't come in a Hydro Strike pack. I just put them in here for the video. I think it cost me like $3 for 50,000 fake Orbeez. You often see creators like linking these types of things in like their comment sections down below. Like, I've seen a lot of creators, I'm not gonna add anyone in specific, but they add like poor quality Orbeez, and people actually go and buy them, and then they give bad reviews in that person's comments about them. Like, dude, these Orbeez suck. Why'd you buy them? They're not feeding in my guns. You really want to stick to buying like Splatterball or Hydro Strike rounds. That's what I would recommend buying. It's a lot pricier than these, but in the end, it's gonna save your guns and it's gonna help the overall health of them. So yeah, don't buy cheap Orbeez. Buy Splatterball Orbeez. And you might be wondering, how the hell are you gonna make a full video out of this? I'll show you in a second. Guys, I know I said I was gonna use the igniter, but we actually have to switch to the Nerf Rage shotgun because I actually found out that the shitty Orbeez don't shoot out of the igniter, but they kind of shoot out of this thing. You'll see what I mean by kind of in the segment. But we're gonna be doing an FPS test, no RPS test, because this gun is semi-auto, and it wouldn't really matter anyway, because how would the Orbeez affect the RPS? Let's get into it. We're gonna chrono with the normal Orbeez first. 5 shots as always. Let's get into it. And I'm gonna link this thing down below. It's a really fun gun to use. But yeah, I'll link it all down below. All right, guys. FPS test there. 167.5. 167.5 again. 153.8. 175.7. And 107.9. Forgot to mention earlier, this gun's marketed to shoot 150 FPS, and I think we had 1 shot below it. Rest of that was pretty good. So normal, regular Orbeez, like your Splatterball and Hydro Strike Orbeez, are gonna perform good in guns like this. Let's get on to the shitty Orbeez test now. Okay, guys, usually what we have to do with the Nerf Rage shotgun is just load 1 Orbeez into the chamber, pump the chamber back forward, and shoot that 1 Orbeez and hope it goes through the chrono. But what we have to do with this one, because it won't actually shoot 1 Orbeez, it has to shoot all 5 with the shitty Orbeez in it, as I just experimented off camera. And then I just have to divide that number by 5, and that's the FPS. So I really don't know what's gonna happen here. It's probably gonna be some crazy number, but I'm only gonna do this test once. Like, I'm not gonna do the normal 5 shots because, dude, it literally, I don't want to break my gun. Like, it's gonna break my gun if I do more than 5. So we're just gonna do this, and I'm gonna tell you why you don't want to do this with your Gel Blasters. Buy terrible Orbeez and feed them through it. I'm doing this with a gun that's not really nice, just to show you. 282, and now I have to divide that by 5. Guys, if that was one Orby, 56.4 FPS. Just stick with name brand Orbeez. It is not worth damaging your guns. Guys, obviously, I'm over-exaggerating here. These Orbeez aren't even marketed to be shot out of gel blasters, but you get the overall point of what I'm trying to say. Orbeez that you see on Amazon that say like, oh, 50,000 pack or 200,000 gel blaster bullets for $5. Do not buy it. Do not buy it. It's going to damage your gun. The main message of this video is I'm trying to tell you that these types of Orbeez, ones that are just really cheap for a ton of them, they're just not worth it. They're going to damage your guns. They're going to cause you lower FPS. They're going to make you have a lot of jams. They're going to just ruin your gel blasters, destroy the gearboxes because your gel blaster isn't supposed to fire that. I've even seen on Splatterball boxes, it says, do not shoot anything else other than Splatterball rounds. Now, obviously, we use Hydro Strike rounds in Splatterball guns all the time. That's not going to damage your gun. Hydro Strike rounds are chill. You can use them in all Splatterball guns. You can use all Splatterball rounds in Hydro Strike guns. It's literally the same type of ammo. They tell you that because they don't want you to destroy your guns. They want those things to last as long as possible. And our guns have lasted over a year, almost 2 years, because we take good care of them and we don't use terrible ammo. And I'm not gonna call nobody out, but way too many creators have been doing this thing where they just link a shit ton of Orbeez just like this, and it's like $10 for 1,000,000 of them. Do not do that. Quality over quantity. These things are more expensive. Yes, they're a lot more expensive. They're like $10 a bottle compared to like, you can buy like 100,000 of those for like $5. I'm gonna give you guys a prime example of why. This SRB 400 sub is the oldest gun in our arsenal. It is over 2 years old. It was my second ever gel blaster. The only thing that's broken with this gun is the mode switch. And the reason is because we dropped it. That's the only reason. The internals of this gun are 100% fine. This thing still shoots like we just got out of the box, and it is over 2 years old. And that just proves that using the correct ammo keeps your guns alive for longer. And I know I low-key went on a rant there, but it's all really important information. I'm just trying to keep you guys safe out there because, dude, you do not want your guns breaking. That is a lot of money to replace them. I mean, we have a ton of guns that broke. We have a broken SRB 400, a broken Pulsar Pro, a broken SRB 1200, because those guns are just old, but still, you really don't want to be feeding bad ammo through your guns. It's not good for them. But yeah, let's get the outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, at 2,500 subscribers, we're giving away a free Faction Havoc to one of you lucky contestants. Very jail miss. This is day number 1. Videos are going to get even better from here. We have a banger Christmas special coming up. It is going to be the top 10 moments of 2024. So it's gonna be a banger. To join our channel, if you wanna support us even farther, it's down below. It's right next to the subscribe button. It's $3.99 a month. You get discounted merch when we have merch, member-only videos. We have 2 of them. We have an airsoft video and the 100 subscriber special are both member-only videos. So if you guys wanna watch us suffer through a 100 crackers challenge, and if you wanna watch Shaden's solo and airsoft TDMs, make sure to join that. You can get that all for $3.99 a month. And if you don't subscribe, you should why not. And Merry Christmas, everybody. God bless.